And to keep us on track here, I'm going to invite Congresswoman Johnson up to the stage. When we invited her to speak today, she very readily accepted. And I think after you hear her list of accomplishments, many of which I can't even go into because of time, I think you'll understand why. She is truly, truly, truly a champion of women. In fact, I might argue that there is no greater champion in the U.S. House of Representatives than our own Congresswoman Johnson. Eddie Bernice Johnson represents Texas District 30 in the House of Representatives. She is now in her 13th term in office. She has been in the House for over 25 years and is among the longest-standing U.S. Congresswomen. She holds the distinction of being the first African-American and the first female ranking member of the House Committee on Science, Space, and Technology. And she also serves on the House Transportation and Infrastructure Committee. She is credited with originally authoring and co-authoring more than 150 bills that were passed by both the House and the Senate and signed into law by the President. And more than anything, she has earned the reputation of being a stateswoman dedicated to the improvement of U.S. foreign relations and policies and improving human rights throughout the globe. Congresswoman Johnson's acclaimed initiative, A World of Women for World Peace, has won national and international recognition. Thanks to her, every year, hundreds of international peace activists, politicians, and local citizens gather in Dallas to share solutions on how to increase the role of women in bringing peace to areas affected by conflict and political unrest in the globe. Congresswoman Johnson is bringing greater visibility to those who are victims of war and conflict, and she is raising awareness of women who are promoting nonviolent conflict resolution within their local communities. Truly a champion of women. Prior to her public service, Congresswoman Johnson held a distinguished career as a nurse practitioner and served as chief psychiatric nurse at the VA hospital in Dallas. She has a very long list of public service accomplishments as a state senator and other roles. And it is, and in addition to all of that, she is a mother, a professional, and more than all of that, a beloved Congresswoman. Please help me in joining Congresswoman Eddie Bernice Johnson.
Let me thank you for the introduction and thank you for this occasion. I want to applaud all of the women who became a part of the idea of having the Indian Women Chamber of Commerce. It's so interesting. I was about 32 years ago, I organized the Asian Chamber of Commerce because I was working with small businesses and we always had African Americans and Latinos, but we didn't have Asians. And so I went to Robert Shue and started that. And interestingly enough, since that time, we have chambers from Korea, Taiwan, and Indonesia, all over the place. So I'm pleased that you have started the Women's Chamber of Commerce of Indian descent women from a culture that didn't really promote a lot of women's rights. Not that that's unique in the world, but probably took a little bit longer to have the acceptance of women leaders in the world. And so some would ask, why would you want a woman's chamber? Just as I'm asked almost on a daily basis, why do we have a Congressional Black Caucus? There are differences. there are very many uniquenesses that only the person with that history can address. Person with that history can address. And so I think it's important to continue to advocate and to also pull together and encourage so that you can be seen as the role models that you are, and other young people can emulate you, and we will have even a greater country, because it was really the immigration that brought my attention to the greatness of this country. And every day I celebrate it, and every day I feel that we're making a little progress. Let me say that in my introduction, it talks about many of the things that I've accomplished, and many of them have come with the support of other women. You can't do it without support of many, and certainly men when you're in a dominated men profession. But there's nothing more gratifying than to know that you have a group of women that's standing there to support you. So I want to thank you for being who you are. Many Indian descent women are important and successful businesswomen in leadership positions. And that is important. It's important because you're mothers, you have children coming along, and you're in somewhat of a new country for you. It's important that you leave a great legacy as you are. And so I appreciate very, very much of your leadership. And I see faces that I've seen over the years being leaders in the community gathered here. So this has to be pretty important. I'm sorry I'm running a little late. I got in last night from Washington. When you have a job like mine, you travel back and forth. And sometimes you're just late. I did get the time kind of mixed up, but I was just tired this morning. And so I moved a little bit more slowly, but I'm delighted that I have come, and I'm delighted that you are together. Let me applaud you. Let me say that in listening to the words, I really enjoyed the dialogue here and talking about power. Power is not noisy, but power is only power if you use it. Keep that in mind. You don't have any power unless it's used. And so collectively, you've got a great deal of power. And individually. But it does not have to be insulting. It does not have to be loud. It does not have to be disrespecting. It simply means using those opportunities of influence that are presented to you. You don't hear a lot about my voice being too loud. Because I've learned that the louder you are, the less you get done in Congress. But I've also learned that the more you develop those relationships and explain your issues, the more successful you can be. And so I know that you have learned that going through your professions and in your leadership in positions, because I've known EDS since its origin. I knew the founder, still consider myself a friend to the founder. Same with Texas Instruments, companies that I grew up with here in Dallas. And it's delightful to see that there was enough leadership and insight to know that there were very bright women who could make a difference. I've actually recruited some outside the country for Texas Instruments. Texas Instruments is one of the companies that put us on the map worldwide out of the efforts of one of the employees that started the chip, the semiconductor. And so we're proud of Dallas. And I say now, much of my energy is spent attempting to encourage, especially young women of all colors, to try to get interested in a STEM-related profession. STEM meaning the courses, the thinking, that gets you to really look at what is behind anything and what makes it go and how to reach the next level. It does not necessarily mean a PhD in physics, but it does mean starting preschool with a way of thinking in the sciences and technology, engineering, and math, and some have added arts. Well, you can't do any of that without art. So that's one of the influences I would like to encourage you to use, especially with young women. Why young women? Because we are half of the brain power in this country. And that's where we need the brain power. Many of you have come because we needed your brain power. You are a family member. We're not producing enough talent in our area to take on the positions that are available. And we are a high-tech environment here in this area. Pretty soon you're going to see delivery being made by aerial vehicles. Pretty soon you're going to see vehicles doing delivery without drivers. And all you have to do is go on Markenberg and see the hotel that has robots doing its room service. We will see that more and more. And I can tell you that some of the most creative minds in this nation have come from people who've had the hardest struggles of trying to make things work and seeing ways to make it work better. I was very surprised about 12 years ago when I learned that the driverless car was developed at the University of Pennsylvania with 3 or 4 African-American young males. And they had no idea how it would impact the society, nor do we know today how it will impact this society, but we're going to be finding out pretty soon. And so even though I'm working in administration, but I'm still trying to understand, I have gained the support of a piece of legislation that I am, thank you, and I'm trying to get past allergy season. That would simply train what we have, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology has helped me coin a new phrase called blue-collar STEM jobs. Because we are just a trade hub, and a lot of that started really with Texas Instruments, making all these pieces that make technology work and selling it all over the world. We don't have all the talent we need in this area. But it does not mean that the products are not continuing to be produced. H-1B visas have helped to get the people here to have the talent that is desired, and we use more H-1B visas than most of the rest of the country. That will continue until we can get up to par. That many of you will help us get there to provide the talent that's needed to keep this going. Because many of the things that are being used around the world and around the nation are started right here in this area. We have lots of areas that have come together and looking for the next level in technological products, and we're selling them around the world. So let me applaud you again. Many of you might be in businesses that know that participating. I just encourage you to encourage young people, and especially young women, to grasp that area. It's a way of thinking critically, a way of having confidence and imaginations, and not being afraid to try it. I'm real old, but I remember flying saucers in movies when I was growing up. Well, we're long past that now. That was imaginary then. It's not now. It's real, and it's been real for 50 years. And so we will continue to advance in those areas, and I would hope that you will be a real big part of that. We do intend to get to Mars by 2035. We've already had Curiosity, which is a drone that was sent there to take pictures. We're discussing now whether there's life on any other planet, and if it is, what is it like? We want to keep that imagination and keep that interest and keep the energies going. Because out of all of that, you say, well, what do we get from it? We have gotten tremendous information and products, wireless technology, all kinds of treatment for the different cancers, all kinds of knowledge for health approaches, for bone structures, for heart and high blood pressure. It's just endless how much space exploration has brought us. But we're not at the end of it, and we need the talent to keep it going. So thank you very much for coming together and exploring ideas and sharing ideas, and that's the value of having groups like this. There are uniquenesses of which you can share, and coming together can be a very strong influence on the future. Just tell those girls that I said, remember STEM.